Very clever, Mr. Moulton. Is that the way you work on the bikies? Make them so mad they do things they wouldn't normally do?
Did I make you mad enough to reconsider your decision about the weekend?
Yes, you did. I'd love to come.
Oh, now you're going too far.
Gee, I love you, but put a sock in it.
The weekend will be completely harmless.
Full of good works and fresh air. When she gets back Sunday night, she'll look 10 years younger.
Yes, Mrs. Slattery.
We've had a phone call from the maniac. He's offered to track down Lexi Patterson for us.
Are you sure?
He mentioned her by name.
Has there been a press leak?
No.
Then there's only one other way he could have found out.
He's got a contact with the prison.
Or with the police. Otherwise, how the hell could he know about Patterson's escape?
Forget it, Connors, because I got the numbers. And we're taking over this bloody prison today. Surprise the buggers, and they won't know what's hidden.
I saved your life, Miss Ferguson.
Who put me in there?
Like I said in the note, Kelly, with Lurch supplying the muscle power.
Yeah, what about that alibi that Kelly was with Patterson?
It's easy. Patterson hates pain. Kelly made her say it.
Sit on it, Connors, because I'm not in the mood.
Gee, I love it when you talk tough. I go shivery all over.
Lou, get here! Sorry.
Ease up, love. She's close to doing something very silly.
She does that every time she opens her mouth.
I've never seen her like this before. I think Jessie's right.
Good. As long as I'm there when it happens. I'm telling you, that's what she said to the freak, word for word. Okay, but it doesn't make sense. Well, how in the hell would I know? Geez, I give you the drum and then you reckon I'm lying. We can get stuffed.
Hang on. Wilder told Ferguson that she was the lagger and that Patterson went out in the air conditioning, right?
Right.
Stay here. Right, Egbert. You give me a straight answer. Did Patterson go out in the air conditioning, yes or no? Well, did she or didn't she?
She might have. Look, what difference does it make? She's gone. Jess, Eve must have told her. I knew she would. I knew we couldn't trust her.
No, not Eve. It was someone she couldn't quite believe. That's why she had to ask you.
Hey, does anyone want to tell me what's going on?
Oh, I don't know. But I've got a feeling that Kelly's gang's going to bust up soon. Someone's made a boo-boo. Ooh, let's hope it was Eve.
Bitch! Do you reckon they saw you?
Who?
The freaking Wilder. Did they see you?
Of course not. I'm not stupid. Shut up.
Gotta keep her away from Chucky.
What's going on? Is anything wrong?
Oh, yeah, look, there's a bit of trouble in the laundry here. Why don't you take the skip and get lost for a minute, eh? It could turn nasty.
You sure I can't?
Yeah, I'm sure. Just get going. Lurch,
What?
she's dead. The freak and Wilder, they're both dead.
All I am saying is there is no need for you to come in, especially not for night duty. Well, if you must know, you sound dreadful. Have you been to see the doctor yet? That sounds like good advice. Why don't you take it? Yeah, just a minute.
Is that Meg Morris?
Yep.
Tell her I'll pop in if she wants any shopping on the way home.
Mrs. Barry says she'll call in on her way home. Right, you just look after yourself and come in when you're better, all right? Goodbye. Lady really worries about this place, doesn't she?
Thank goodness we couldn't do without her.
Yes, it'd be nice to have a few more Meg Morrises about. Have any trouble rearranging this roster?
No, I think it'll be all right, but have you seen this?
Uh-huh. Good. They've laid it on pretty thick, haven't they?
But I thought we were keeping it from the press.
There's no point now this maniac knows Patterson's escaped. Yes?
But all the details they've given it won't be dangerous for Lexi.
I'm hoping it might make her see sense and give herself up.
Patterson? I doubt it.
Well, think about it. When she reads this, she'll know what happened to Flynn.
And that she's next on the list.
Right. Wouldn't you come running back? Well, you better let the women read that, too. Might stop them trying the same thing.
Yeah, well, I've been thinking about that, Governor, and have you got a minute?
Yes?
Do you remember how Egbert got into this office during the Ballinger siege?
Through the air conditioning, wasn't it?
Oh, yes, but we've had security grills put in since then. Lexi
Yes,
couldn't
we've
poss-
also had 2 hacksaw blades go missing from the workshop. Just a thought, Governor. Thought I'd pass it on.
I'm glad you did. I'll have it checked out. Good thinking, Miss Ferguson. Thank you.
Police officials puzzled as to how the killer knew of Patterson's escape.
Would you stop reading letters? Give me the bloody creeps.
Oh, just making sure they spell your name right, dear. I mean, no good having all these headlines if they don't spell you. Hey, that's an idea. You got a scrapbook?
A what?
A scrapbook. I mean, you'll want to keep all this to show your kids, won't you?
What bloody kids?
Oh, don't swear, dear. It's not nice.
Look, I'll be lucky if I get another birthday. Yet alone kids. They've tipped the bucket on me. They've even got a photo of me on the second page.
And that's another thing. Look, have a look at that, dear. Wouldn't have hurt you to smile.
It was me mugshot. They took it when I was nicked. I didn't have much to smile about.
Well, you got a point there, I suppose. Still, next time, smile. Just in case. Hey, hold your horses, girlie. What do you think you're going as?
You told me to get dressed so no one would recognise me.
I said so no one would notice you. How on earth you ever got out of that prison, I'll never know. Come on, I'll show you what I mean. Just in the other room. Come on, Poco. We'll get all nice and ready. I've got a coat, and we can put another thing on.
I'm out of my head letting you talk me into this.
Don't talk, walk.
Walk, be buggered. How far is it?
2 blocks.
But why didn't we take a taxi or something?
Cab drivers have ears, and they talk. Now stop complaining. I said no one would look at you, and they haven't.
Yeah, only because they're too embarrassed.
Precisely.
That does it. I'm going back to your joint.
Now see here. There's a madman looking for you, and I'm too old to be dealing with ratbags like that.
Who asked you to?
I promised Jess I'd look after you, and I will. That's why we're going to the parlour.
Brothel.
Parlour.
Oh, come off it. It's a bloody knock-up joint.
Because they can look after you 24 hours a day.
Yeah, and dob me into the cops in 2 minutes flat.
I don't know what you're used to in Wentworth, but you say that in front of these girls, they'll have your guts for garters. Now move it. I'm trying, Jessie, love. I'm trying.
Hey, Blondie. Are you on this work gang or what?
Louise, I'm talking to you. Kill it to you, Connors. You call me that again and I'll fix you.
Gee, I'm sorry, Louise.
Lurch?
Ease up, will you? I'm not taking her on again.
I've made up my mind. We're going to do it today.
What?
I told them there'd be a rumble. Well, now there's going to be a bloody war.
Oh, come off it. I thought you were joking.
Yeah, so did I. But I've been thinking about it. And it'll work. We'll romp it in.
Oh, yeah, sure. You and me against everyone. Piece of cake. Don't know why I didn't think of it myself.
Don't get smart, Lurch. Don't. Just don't do it.
What, Lou? Jeez.
We know how many to go to the dining room. Well, I've been doing me sums. And it's at least 2 to 1, with us on top.
Okay. So what are we going to do?
Lunchtime. We let all the wimps go in to eat, and then I'll tell the rest about Wilder, and we'll take over the dining room and the kitchen.
But the screws will be...
The hostages, don't you see? We can't lose. We'll have knives from the kitchen, so if that bastard Moran starts playing up, we'll send the screws back to him, bit by bit.
Oh, yeah. It's good. Because there's no way you'll let it go that far.